Good morning, afternoon, evening casters. My name is Teisu Akiyame, aka ESP Teisu, your Shadow Monarch of Flames turned competitive variety streamer. How's it going? Gamers, this is my little direct video update for you about my Elestrals card, Corvismith. I was very lucky to be having the opportunity to back Elestrals at the Kickstarter tier to allow for myself to create my very own Elestral. So I thought I'd introduce myself and update everybody on what brought Corvismith into being. So just a quick heads up for those of you who are newer. Hi, I'm Teisu. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I specialize in Pokemon, Elestrals, and Honkai Star Rail, but of course I play a ton of different variety games. You'll all know that I also play FPS games. I was big into Apex Legends and Overwatch. So pleasure to meet you all. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Y'all don't need to know too much about me, but for those of you who've seen me in the Elestrals chats, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm a full-time fire guy, and sometimes bird guy. You know, you could also be bird guy. Would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to the channel. Would really be cool. I'd really appreciate it. My channel's been around longer than Shady Penguins, and I've done nothing with it. Please help. What's wrong with me? Okay, anyway, that's fine. Don't, editor, don't cut this out. Me acting like I'm gonna edit the video. No, we one-take wonder these boys. Let's go. Yes, chat, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Would really appreciate it if y'all subscribe. We have a watch party coming up for the Elestrals World Championships, so hopefully this video is up on literally the day I'm recording this. So we have about a week away, just maybe, I believe, 8 days until Worlds. Go ahead and check out the channel, ring the notification bell so you all know when we go live with the watch party if you all want to join me in watching the Worlds live stream. Gonna have a lot of fun with it. So let's talk about Corvismith. So, like I said, while you're actually here, you're here to talk about the cardboard. So, at least probably. My main goal with Corvismith was to create a fire Elestral in both name, you know, in vibe, and also in element, in Pantheon. Fire. I don't know if you noticed, the theming here is fire. Therefore, fire. I really don't think I could make it any more obvious. Goal, incorporate some designs from the VTuber. Obviously, sometimes bird guy is occasionally a guy that's a bird. Therefore, bird. Do you see where this is tracking? Like, it's pretty obvious. I didn't make it that difficult. We left the door really wide open and said, ... Fire Elestral. Bird. Archetypes that are cool, and I really like them. Fire Artifact and Vesuvatuga Burn. What's just got insane with this set, I don't know if you've noticed. I didn't even think to put it in the video. I'm not going to now, but I probably should have put something about synergies. But Tongs? Tongs of Hephaestus, anybody? Tongs. Just Tongs. And make a card that's good, that hopefully doesn't get banned. What? Is this what they call foreshadowing? Oh god. Wait. I should not find these things so funny. But the Elestrals testing group, the boys just said, hey, thanks for making cards. I'm like, oh no. Is it actually that good? I'm like, oh no. Oh no. But yeah, that was weird. That surely that doesn't happen, right? Right? That was the goal. And I think the goal was achieved. It is yet to be seen whether or not that last point changes. Things can happen. For all we know, there could be a 4-cost artifact someday. And we have to ban Corvismith. I don't know what to tell you. That just could happen. That could happen at any moment. Like I said, this video should be going up before Worlds. And if at Worlds you get burned by Shady, and he just burns you for 5 because of the Shady Penguin Divide, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. There's one guy on the planet who can play Shady Penguin, and it's Shady. I don't know what to tell you. Figure it out. But yeah, real quick, I wanted to go over all the inspirations. So, of course, obviously, being a VTuber, I am a big into anime and a bunch of manga, video games, and all kinds of sorts. So, of course, for those of you who are new here, my favorite anime of all time is Haikyuu. It has drastically changed my brain. So, in part of that brain cell, crows became my favorite animal. I don't know entirely when, but they became my favorite animal. Because one, as Dan said in the live stream, they're actually like sleeper smart. They're like actually super interesting, just on a physiological and just like in IRL world universe building. They just be doing stuff. Tools figured it out. They got it handled. They're one of the few like animal species that recognizes like people and like the way cars and stuff behave. Because one time, you know, crows being omnivores and stuff eat like anything, really. And so what they'll do is they'll leave like nuts in the road, and like when they can't crack it themselves, they'll just leave it somewhere, have a car run over it, and be like, ah, thanks dog, that's mine now. And they just said, yeah, we could just wait till a car breaks this for us. They're just smart like that. It's so nice. It's just so cool. Anyway, whole point was I wanted a creature that would exist in the world and made sense for the rest of like comparing them to other Elestrals, right? When the one thing I was super worried about was creating something that didn't fit in universe. But for those of you who know your Elestral stuff, you'll know a bird pretty much is like the easiest fit. It slots right into the rest of the Elestrals, pantheons, and worlds. It's great. Great. But yes, we've talked about how they use tools. And you know what tool cards are in other games. So we have artifacts, a Festus Forge support. You see where this all, it all just layered together really, really well. But you were probably thinking, how did you get an anime reference? By A Drive. I just didn't mention it. But also, we just get to subvert expectations and focus entirely on the fact that we get to make a new Nexus form, baby! Also, peep that. That's my whack misprint Corvismith, along with my Stellar Corvismith. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that Corvismith. A-Drive, if you're watching this, I don't know what happened. I had a weird misprint that the blue really went kind of crazy. But that's like the most obvious, most apparent one. I'm still arguing for this to be like part water, like for it to be legal to be enchanted with water. It would do, I don't think it would do anything aside from like be immune to tsunami, but like I think it'd be funny. Anyway, bird. Yeah. Basically, the question I know a lot of people probably wondering, while there were all the other creator cards that were brand new Elestrals that honestly are fantastic and fit super well into the wider ethos and mythos of the Elestrals universe, why did I decide to focus on making an Elestral that not only is a Nexus form, but also relatively normal, if you think about it? It is just a bird. But I gotta say, I kind of just wanted something simple. It's really not that deep. I just wanted to make a bird. I like birds. I don't know what to say. What more could you really need? But no, the end all be all is that I really wanted to focus on something that would fit. And that was something that I was worried about being, you know, just in part of the community. The whole ordeal, like, I could have made something infinitely more crazy. We could have done something insane, right? But I'd rather it be something that you could look at and go, hey, oh, when you like search up Corvisshine or Corvus into the Elestrals Collect a Card database, you just get to see the 4 guys right next to each other. I'm like, oh, that's sick. Oh, that's neat. Like, they just look together. They just look good together. You just got a flock. Also, you know, this might just be my petition to just like make Corvus like its own deck. Just like, I don't know how that would work. I don't know if we gotta do it again. We gotta make new. we gotta reprint Corvismith, Corviskull, and Corvisshine, and then we gotta add the rest in the Pantheon, and we just make a giant bird deck. And I think it would be hilarious. I don't know how it would work. You would have to redo most of their effects for them to combine together in like the ultimate bird flock. But like the thought is there. If I put that into the universe, it might happen. You never know. That's really all it is. I really just wanted to make a bird. I just wanted to make a reference, small, to my VTuber as well as my favorite anime of all time, which is the entire reason I'm a creator and why I am just absolutely elated to be part of the Elestrals community. But I know one of the other things y'all are wondering, the effect. Surely that changed. And it did. And you know, at first, I had thought my effect was very simple, but I'm realizing it could have been broken. But the only issue with my original effect, before I show you, is that I later realized when it was totally irrelevant because we had already started changing it. But when I initially wrote it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I said to A-Drive, hey, I have this idea for this effect. However, I don't know how many artifact cards y'all plan on making or what the design space we're looking for is. But currently, player behavior says this effect is probably terrible. Because I realized, oh, we don't play that many. I'll just say it right now. I realized, oh, player behavior, we do not play that many artifacts. That's just how it is. I realized that like way later than I should have, and I'm like, oh, I'm just not smart. I'm just not smart. This would have for this to have been good, you would have need to be playing like, I don't know, like probably at least like 8 or 9 artifacts, and that's just not good. It's just not good. It's just not. Update, it's just not. I realize it's bad. I'm sorry. I'm so glad they changed it. The original effect just wanted to be this. It just kind of wanted to be. If for those of you who played Yu-Gi-Oh, it almost just kind of wanted to be an Adamantipator. Please ignore that. I don't know what I was thinking. It just meant to scavenge stuff. That was the thought process. It was meant to be flavorful, that it was going about scavenging the top of the deck for useful scrap for it to work. Okay? That was the original thought process. Okay? That was it. It wasn't that deep. And then I realized later, oh god, that just makes it terrible. It's just not that good. It's just not that good. Elestrals is a different game. It was like, oh, that's just so bad. I was doing my deck list and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. This would have been bad. So, very glad they changed it. So, of course, Dan's first draft when we were reviewing the card, we pivoted to a foretell effect where we would do kind of the same thing, but we would force them to expend a set number of spirits. That was typically the way we were planning on doing this. And you would look at this and you think, oh, this is kind of more along the lines of standard burden cards, right? And so the foretell effects would mean it would have other synergies with other foretell cards and yada yada yada. It was great, right? Cool, very cool, simple, right? And then in testing, it changed a little bit, where you foretell the fire artifacts in your underworld and the whole ordeal. We cleaned up some of the text, and then later on, after further into testing, closer now, the card's basically done at this point, right? We got the final effect where we landed on targeting an artifact in your underworld, bottom decking it, and your opponent expends equal to the enchantment cost of the card you put back. In chat, I think you all realize just how good this card can be, just entirely based off of Tongs of Hephaestus. With all of the Champion of Hephaestus stuff, as well as Tongs, the whole effect was unlocked and just said, that is our burn card. You wanted copies of Eruption? Oh, we gave you your copies of Eruption. Titled Eruption. OG Eruption. Corvismith. You have 9 copies of Eruption. Mind you, 3 of those do a different thing. What? In spirit, 9 copies of Eruption. Now, mind you, I actually don't think this card is actually a 3 of. It's going to be a 3 of for me because obviously it's mine. But let's be real. It's just a cool card. It's just a cool card. That's it. Yeah, that's all. That's it. Please subscribe and like the video, and I don't know, maybe I'll sign your Corvismith when I can afford to go to events. Okay, bye.